Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk about something that has actually been disturbing me for quite a while now. I don't really like what is going on in Nigeria. I am a Nigerian, but currently residing in South Africa. Now, this is something that has lasted for quite a while. I don't know, for a country that talks a lot about gender equality. I never expected that we will be addressing this kind of issue for a country that talks so much about gender equality. Now, in the House of Senate in Nigeria, for most of us that don't understand, is just like House of Parliament. You understand? You have all these senators making, um, they are the ones that enact the rules and regulations that govern Nigeria. They approve whatever rules and regulation that Nigeria as a whole has to follow. But it's so despicable that in the Senate House, the majority are men. And let me just say let me just say 98% are men and just 2% are females. 2% are females, and a situation where the voice of the women are not allowed in the house is also very, very despicable. Mind you, all these senators are duly elected to represent their different constituency. This is a lady by name Senator Natasha Akpoti from Kogi State, and that's the Senate President Akpabio. After watching various videos and making my own research, I came to realize that this man doesn't allow her talk, doesn't allow her contribute in the Senate House. Now, how did this saga actually started? She was trying to make a contribution representing her constituent. She was trying to make a contribution in the Senate House, and the Senate President completely shut her down, publicly humiliated her, told her to sit down. Like, this is a senator that was elected. Like, this man has had a lot of controversies in the past, very authoritative, no regards for Nigerians. Like, in fact, the way he talks is very irritating and disgusting, the way he talks most of the time. Go research on this man, you will know what I'm talking about. He has no regard, very corrupt, very, very corrupt. He has no regards for Nigerians. So back to what I'm saying, he shuts her up completely. He doesn't want to hear. Like, he was like, change something that has to do with changing your seat, and the way he talks to him, the way he actually spoke to her. Trust me, he wouldn't speak like that to any other guy, any other man, or any other senator in that house. And she was like trying to defend herself. Thank God she is an outspoken person. She's been suffering silently, enduring this humiliation from this guy, and she was like, enough is enough. She had to speak up. So it happened that this man has been, um, should I say, sexually molesting her or something like that, like sexually molesting her, and because she refused his sexual advances. Ever since she refused his sexual advances, he has just been humiliating her in that house. Like, imagine something like this going on in the Senate House. It's so despicable. So, because somebody refused your sexual advances, you're using your position to intimidate the person. Like, this lady, she's elected for crying. She wasn't appointed. She was elected by her people to represent them at the Senate House. She's a married woman. This man is a married guy. He's a married man, for crying out loud. And she had to bring it out in the open that, see, she can't continue enduring this humiliation. And ever since she refused this man's sexual advances towards her, he's been humiliating her. Anytime she stands up to talk, he shuts her down and tells her to sit down. This can only happen in Nigeria, where the corruption has eaten so deep into the system that it will take God Himself to come down to save Nigerians. Corruption. One thing I believe is that a leader is elected to serve the people. But what I'm seeing here is people, I don't even need to even call them leaders. I see tyrants that have imposed themselves on Nigerians to suffocate Nigerians. That's what I see. This is not a democratic regime at all. This is a country that bully people. We've had a lot of experiences where elected national leaders actually beat up people in public in Nigeria. Now, talking about this one is so, in fact, it has gone international. She presented her case with evidence, and this guy completely shut it down. Instead of for the Senate House to delegate a committee to investigate the matter, because that accusation is deep. It's not just like a minor accusation against the Senate president. I believe that the woman, she knew what she was saying before she spoke up. If not, she wouldn't have said something like that in public. The whole Nigerians are watching. She wouldn't have accused him in public to that extent if actually he did not do what he did. And instead of for the Senate House to delegate like a committee to investigate the matter, they suspended her. 6 months suspension, like it has never been had in the history of Nigeria, that a senator presented a case of sexual molestation, and the only thing they could do was to suspend her, just to silence her. Very despicable. Very, very despicable. Like sometimes when I listen to some of the things and when I watch some of the things that actually go on in Nigeria, oh my God. These are the people that are actually governing the affairs of Nigeria. For a country that talks so much about gender equality, gender equality, gender equality, gender equality, look at the nonsense they are doing. You suspend somebody because she brought up an accusation about this particular man, and you suspended her. It's not for you to allow to hear what she's got to say. You're suspending her. And one thing I've come to realize also is that there's always something fishy. There's a controversy in all these things. The former, what's it called? The former Kogi State governor. I believe he has something to do with this also. And recently we come to realize that some people are signing petitions against her to withdraw her, to recall her back, because they don't want her as a senator anymore. And it's so embarrassing to see females, to see women part of these people. Very, very irritating and very disgusting. Now, the controversy is that they want to remove her as a senator completely. And I'm very, very sure that those people that signed all those petitions to recall her back, I'm very sure that they were bribed by this same man and the former corrupt governor of Kogi State. May God help us in Nigeria. May God help us.